Welcome to Friends of Habanos. This week we're doing the Larranaga Encantos from URG November 10. Ken's got the shits with me because I managed to knock out his internet.
2 years of hell, and I finally get it working. He comes round. What does this do? Do you think we can get it back up? Well, that's it. That's another year's going to be down the drain while I try and fix this thing.
All I did was just unplug one thing.
Robayala unplugged.
Apparently, that brings down the entire Gargan Empire. Anyway, this should be a good cigar, Ken.
Absolutely. Let's do another regional release because we haven't done a lot of those.
We haven't done this one yet.
No, we do endless regional releases.
This is the number one, well, requested review currently by members. They wanted you to taste it, so...
So we've gone all popular now, have we?
Yes, we have. Aroma Column Construction.
It's all right. What do you expect? You've destroyed my entire Easter weekend.
I can see this is going to be a very short review.
No.
And painful.
Seriously, it's looking very much like a 70.
We'll be back to you as soon as he gets his internet back up.
Unless he fiddles with something else.
First third, Ken Encantos.
Oh, it's okay. It's actually quite pleasant. A bit of spice, a bit of richness. I've been talking rugby, I haven't been concentrating, to be honest.
There's a bit of Larranaga in here. It's got the same characteristics as
well, that's clearly a mistake, because
Why?
the intention is never to have your limited editions and regional releases taste anything like what they should, surely.
No, it tastes like a PL to me. Do you get a little hint of sweetness there on the edges, yeah? That little hint of sweetness, hint of gingerbread spice.
It's a bit like a grown-up PLPC.
That's what I was going to say. Larranaga Petit Corona.
Yeah.
It's like a larger version of PLPC, but a little bit more refined, if anything, at a young age.
Yes, yeah, I would agree with that. That's one of the things. I mean, the PLPCs you really need to stick away for a while. This thing, what's this?
Well, it's November. November.
Oh God. Yeah, well, you wouldn't expect this from a PLPC, or I wouldn't. So yeah, it's a refined PLPCs. So you get about 3 PLPCs for one of these.
But you know, these are quite inexpensive.
It's all relative.
Compared to most things.
How is that Aussie dollar going?
Seriously, I think we bought California. We used to be called the Pacific Peso. That's the US dollar.
Seriously.
Very good first third. Let's see what the second third's like. What are we drinking it with?
We're drinking it. We've had a bit of debate on this one too. The Chateau de Montfaucon, just a basic Cote de Rhone. It's 08. I reckon it's a terrific little wine. He reckons it's a quaffer, but he has tarmac for taste buds. It's just it's not, you know, it's not Lafite or anything like that. It's just a basic, all in balance, lovely flavours.
Well, I said it was
terrific
basic. I said it was basic quaffer, or a good quaffer.
I brought this out because I'm going to put it on the forum. Infinium Beer. I don't know whether any of you guys have seen this. It was a joint venture between Samuel Adams and some ancient German mob with a very long German name that I'm not even going to try. It was 30 odd bucks for a bottle of beer, which was 10.5% alcohol, but I thought I'd give it a shot.
Good.
It was supposed to be this sort of all-time ultimate beer. Came with, you know, it's like the champagne closure, everything. There's a lot of reviews of it on the internet. Some positive, some less so. I thought the flavours were fantastic, but it just died. It had no length at all. It just went whooshka, which was such a shame because
Second third, Ken Encantos.
it hasn't changed much. It's sort of maintained what was there.
It's got that classic PL, Larranaga, young cigar, which is good but not great.
Yeah.
But it's still got, you know what, that within 3 years, that underlying sweetness, that caramel will come through.
There is that sort of caramel, almost dark honey.
It is. That's all. It's just a little bit closed at this point in time. Thoroughly enjoyable. That's going to just blossom in a couple of years' time. And I love the size of this thing. I love the dahlia. It's nice to see something that's not gigantic in a regional release. I'm enjoying it, but I've gone through a box of these things, so, you know, and I shouldn't have. I should have laid some down more, but man, I think it's going to be a good cigar.
Yeah,
it's going to be a very, very good cigar.
This is one of the better
regionals that have come out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Ken, let's wrap up the. Let's keep in mind November 10 in Encantos, which is what, 6 months?
All right, I thought, yeah, I was wondering November 10 or something.
I mean, honestly, 6 months.
Yeah, well, I mean, as we said, there is a tiny little bit of sort of young cigar bitterness creeping in at the end. But other than that, it's been a lovely cigar.
Been a lovely cigar. I'm looking forward to, as I said before, looking forward to seeing these in 3 years' time. We didn't really need to wait that long. I think a lot of you guys, the feedback that we're getting from forum members is that they're fantastic to smoke right now. But I would caution, unless you want to get a second box, I'd just caution, just put a couple away, a dozen away for that 3 year period. I think you'd be surprised. I don't think it's going to take that long, to be honest. But what I am enjoying, well, when you look at potential, I look at that sweetness, that touch of sweetness, that little bit of coffee in there. It's going to explode before too long. I'm thinking about 12 months. But right now, I know they're enjoyable, but just try to keep your hands off them as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, I think it's
But to me, it's an 89-90 cigar right now.
That's what I was thinking. 89 or I'd probably go 90, but the last third's maybe an 89.
Yeah, 89-90 cigar right now. You can't go wrong if you enjoy this size cigar, which I do. I think it's just almost.
If you haven't got an old Cahiba Esplendido from Jose,
shut up. Seriously, shut up. Jose, I'll never forgive you on that one. No, you're wood ducked by this guy. But guys, until next week, have a great Easter.
Oh, thank you, Ellie.
Have a great Easter.
Beep, beep, beep.
And which by this time you will have had a great Easter. But enjoy. Always a pleasure. Hasta luego.